what's up everybody? Welcome to Fredskitchen312, and today was a major day. We had a seafood tasting, and my first guest is a fantastic photographer from Chicago, Mr. Fred Brown. What's up, Fred?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. So, we want to get a wrap up of what we had for our dishes today. So, let me know how you felt about them, how they made you feel, what you liked, what you didn't like, and be very, very honest about it.
Absolutely.
So, our first dish was a lone crab cake, and I gave you a little bit of sauce on the side for it. So, tell me what you felt about the crab cakes.
I thought it was absolutely delicious. I love seafood. Seafood is my favorite type of food to eat. And one thing about your crab cakes is that it was really flaky. You know, wasn't crunchy, wasn't hard. A lot of times when I get crab cakes, they're overcooked and all of that, but the seasoning and everything, it was delicious. I loved it.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. And our second dish was a seared scallop on shrimp with a sun-dried tomato and truffle sauce risotto. I know it's a mouthful, but tell me how you felt about that.
Delicious as well. The truffle sauce was really amazing. Truffle is something that I really like when I taste the seasoning, because I've had truffle fries, so I've never had it with seafood. So I thought it was really, really good. So it was delicious. Something new to me, and I enjoyed it. I definitely eat it again.
Very good. Now our third one, like I was a bit apprehensive to do it because I don't do spicy well, but I put it out there to let you all see what you felt about it. It was called a shrimp fra diavolo, and it's a spicy shrimp on linguine, and it's kind of hot to me. So tell me what you felt about it.
It was very good. Wasn't as spicy as I thought it would be, but
so I could have put some more heat on there?
you could have. For me.
Okay.
But that could be because I eat spicy food, so I guess you become somewhat immune to the spice. But it was really good. I liked it. It was very flavorful. I enjoyed it. The pasta was really good as well. It wasn't overcooked. It was delicious.
Cool. So our fourth dish was my attempt at a keto-friendly dish. So it was a seared shrimp with a garlic and lemon butter sauce over broccoli and rice cauliflower. That's a mouthful. So, what you like?
It was a mouthful, and it was actually my favorite. The cauliflower, it was amazing. It looked like rice. The texture was really good. It was fantastic. I loved it. It was very good, very good. Seasoned very well. I definitely would order that again. I love the lemon. I love anything seafood and lemon. Anything lemon based. I love it. I love it.
And the last one was a surprise to the guests, and I did a crab boil with crabs, shrimp, lobster, mussels, just a whole boatload. So you like seafood, so you probably fell in love with that.
I was overwhelmed, and I had to convince my stomach that there was space. There was room. It was delicious. The crab was great. Everything, the mussels, it was perfect.
Absolutely wonderful. So I need you to just put it all in a bowl and give it a rating from 1 to 10.
1 to 10. 17, 18. 10 just doesn't quite cut it.
Okay, just you liked it.
I loved it.
That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know.
Loved it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Fred Brown, and you are in Fred's Kitchen 312, and we're going to speak to someone else. See you in a minute. Bye. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fred's Kitchen 312, and we are here after a wonderful meal, we had a seafood tasting today. And my guest here is my homegirl, and her name is Elena Snowden. She's a fabulous hairstylist extraordinaire here in Chicago. So, hello, Elena.
Hi, Fred, and thank you so much for having me here. Oh my God, my belly is like full right now.
It is my pleasure, my pleasure. So, we want to get started, and I want to know about what you thought about some of the dishes. And the first dish was a crab cake with a dipping sauce.
Well, I must say this. I actually lived in Maryland for about a year, and I'm very, very critical on a crab cake. And I must say, my friend, you hit it right out the park.
All right.
Yes, I did not have to look for crab, because that's major. The crab was nice. It was flaky. It was flavorful, and it was beautiful. And you had a sauce that went on the side that was just great. So it just reminded me back when I was in Maryland. So I loved it.
That's a beautiful thing. So we want to talk about the second dish. It was a seared scallop on shrimp, and it was sun-dried tomatoes with a truffle sauce and risotto. And I call this a little bit of luxury.
Yeah, that was the bougie one.
Yeah. So tell me what you thought about that one.
I love that one, especially because I'm a huge fan of truffles. Like truffle oil, truffle butter, truffle is my thing. And the glaze that went on there with the truffle glaze that was on there it just really brought out the flavor. It added a little nuance to that particular dish. And the scallop, I must say, you hit that one out the park too. It was seared beautifully and tasty. So yeah, that was a good dish. Very good.
I love it. I'm loving it. So now our third one was I called it the hot one. It's called a shrimp diavolo on linguine, and it's a hot, spicy Italian shrimp. So tell me about that one.
Okay. So that particular dish, I am not a huge fan of red sauces, but I must say,
Okay.
you kind of changed me tonight. I will eat that sauce with that spice on that shrimp, with that linguine. Like, it hands down so far this evening that for me not to like red sauce or not a fan, that was actually one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the spice was not like, it wasn't overly heated. It was good. It gave the sauce a nice kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like the winner to me then.
Yeah.
So our dish number 4 was for those who are keto inclined, because I know that the end thing now is for everyone going on these keto diets. So I figured I'd throw my hand in that field with this dish. And it's a seared shrimp with a garlic and lemon butter and herb sauce with broccoli over riced cauliflower.
Okay. That was very lovely. It was light. It was flavorful. It was tasty. And I never had cauliflower rice. And for people who have children, like trying to sneak vegetables in, I felt like that was like, it was perfect. The broccoli was delicious. Your niece was here, so I have to say that. And she made a comment, about like the broccoli was crispy, like she enjoyed it. So it very kid friendly, even though it is a healthy meal. It was delicious and light. So that's something that I would love to revisit in your cookbook. I'm looking forward to that soon, sir, because that's something I would definitely make for myself. And also, I hang out and I have friends over. We've been, hanging out together at home, so you know how I like to do it.
Yeah.
So brother, get the cookbook going, please.
All right, now, this last dish was actually a surprise for my guest today. So I did a full, and they called it a low country crab boil. So we had crab, we had shrimp, we had mussels, we had lobster, and potatoes and corn. So tell me about the surprise.
So when that came out, I was like, oh, this is the crescendo of the evening. Because we weren't expecting it. And like Fred earlier said that he had to like make room in his stomach for it. That was like one of my feeling like, oh my God, delicious. It was flavorful. You even like created some butter sauce that went with it. It was delicious. It was unique in its own. Like you didn't try to make it like somebody else's recipe. So and that's what I took from that dish, because we can all boil crab and put those things together, but it's all about your secret sauces. So and I know that's coming in the cookbook. So I'm just saying, yeah, that was just you. It's like you put your little kiss on that. So thank you so much for such a wonderful dinner.
Thank you for coming. It has been my pleasure. And yeah, all of these are going into the cookbook.
Thank you.
All right. So everybody, you're in Fredskitchen312, and this is Miss Elena Snowden, and I'm gonna say bye. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Fredskitchen312. And we are all sitting around and relaxing because we had a fantastic seafood tasting today. And my guest here is my dear friend Liz. Liz is a world travel model, and she's a legal professional here in Chicago. Hello, darling.
Hello, Fred.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm absolutely wonderful. Let's do something.
Let's
talk about some food.
Please.
So the food you had today at the tasting, we're gonna go with the number one, crab cakes with a dipping sauce.
Oh my goodness. I was absolutely astounded with the crab cake because I tend to stay away from it in restaurants because it's so full of fillers. Sometimes it's overcooked. This crab cake was amazing. You could taste the crab. It was nice and flavorful. It was just perfectly cooked, and the sauce on the side, absolutely astounding. And it was a homemade sauce, which I'm going to look for that recipe in your upcoming cookbook. So I'll be eagerly waiting for that cookbook to come out. But it was amazing. I could have put that sauce on everything I had tonight.
Didn't you?
I think I did.
All right, and we're going to go to the second dish that I gave you guys tonight. It was seared scallops on shrimp with sun-dried tomatoes and a truffle sauce with risotto.
And I have to say, I'm typically not a big fan of scallops because, again, my experience in eating it in restaurants, they're tough, they're hard, they're small. This was the perfect texture. It was cooked to perfection. It was nice and tender. The risotto was amazing. The truffle sauce just all layered together with the shrimp. It was probably one of my favorite dishes of the night. It was just outstanding.
I'm glad to hear that. Lovely. So number 3 was the one that I was apprehensive on serving because I don't do hot or heat well. It's called a shrimp fra diavolo, and it's spicy shrimp with linguine, and it's a red sauce.
Well, I love hot sauce, and I think everybody in my circle knows that I'm a hot sauce queen. So it had just the amount of a perfect amount of heat in the sauce. It wasn't too overwhelming because some dishes can be so hot that you don't get to taste the flavors. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, I was trying to get the rest of the sauce from the kitchen to take home with me. It was that good. But yes, it was absolutely outstanding. I would have that time and time again going forward.
Absolutely wonderful. And I'm going to have to make you a bottle of that sauce.
Please do. I'll be looking forward to that too.
All right. So number 4 was my keto-friendly dish because everybody is going keto. I just wanted to put my little toe in to see how well I do with it. And it's a seared shrimp with a garlic, lemon, and butter sauce over broccoli and riced cauliflower.
Now, I've never had a keto meal before, and during COVID, I have started cooking a lot more. So when you brought this out and you had the broccoli, the broccoli and the shrimp and the cauliflower. Cauliflower is actually one of my favorite vegetables. And the sauce, it was so wonderful. I was like, you know what? I don't need to do a keto diet, but I may have to make this dish again. So going forward, I know I'm going to add that to my list of dinners that I make in my home. Because my daughter kind of likes cauliflower, but the way you made it tonight, I think that'll pass on anybody's palate. Everybody will love that dish. It was just absolutely amazing.
Oh, all right. We're going to give Lizzie a special plate.
Yes, absolutely.
So, the last meal was the surprise, and it was the low country boil, they call it, and it was a crab boil with crabs, lobsters, mussels, potatoes, corn, the whole 9 yards. So, did you like it?
Did I? I couldn't believe it when you brought all that food out at the end. I thought we were done after the keto meal, but everything tasted amazing. From the mussels were tender, the corn, even the seasoning on the vegetables, the crab legs, and the colossal shrimp that you managed to put in there. I've never seen shrimp that huge in my life. I would like to know where you got them because I would like to add that to my crab boils when I make them at home. Just the whole meal was amazing. I mean, I couldn't believe how it was presented, how well every single dish tasted. I mean, bravo, Fred. I was just so absolutely grateful that you invited me tonight. And I have to say, you are an amazing cook.
Oh, well, thank you very much. That makes my heart smile.
Made my stomach full.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Fred's Kitchen 312. Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome,
And
Fred.
I will see you all later.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye-bye.